initially, Fidelity told their customers that if they wanted to register their shares with AST, their Nextbridge shares, it would cost $100 to do all the paperwork and mail and everything, and per transfer would be $100. So if you wanted to transfer all of your shares, you could do that for $100. Webull comes along, and Webull says, yeah, we actually don't have the ability to transfer anything, but we can kind of do something similar with our clearing agent, Apex, and they can do it for $235. Okay. And then today, well, say this. Yesterday, a TD Ameritrade tells everybody, hey, the shares are in your account. And then when someone asked to register, they said, whoa, 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 we don't have your shares yet. And then they told someone else, if you want to register, it's going to be $500 per share. Not take all these shares. Bleh. $500 per share to register. What? There is two things probably happening. One, they're going to try and make sure no one registers their shares because they don't have them. And two, if you do register your shares, they're going to use that cash to help close positions because they've got no money to do it otherwise. Sounds sketchy to me, man. Sounds super sketchy. I mean, we're still waiting to hear on the lawsuit. I think it's 20 calendar days, which would mean that FINRA has to respond to Rose's lawsuit by next Wednesday, the 11th. If FINRA doesn't respond, then the judge has to rule default in, or a summary judgment. I think it is summary judgment. I can't remember which one it is. I'm not a lawyer. Rosa is. But anyway, he'd have to rule in her favor and give her what she wants. They will probably dot the I's and cross the T's and get that sucker in, last minute. Make sure they have everything they need. Outside of that, I got no other news on the Nextbridge front. Daniel Motes, Houston, what happens if Acme parent company goes below $1? Why'd you try to delist it? Consequences to Acme. No consequences to Nextbridge. They're a separate company now. It's not the first time the hedge funds have tried to drag Acme parent company below $1. This summer they got a warning like, hey, you have to get your stock up above $1 or else you get delisted. You have 180 days. And they did. So now they got to wait for a second warning if that happens. They could always do reverse split. They could do all sorts of stuff they won't get delisted. They're literally backed by the Canadian government. Largest investor is the Canadian government. They're not going anywhere. Plus they've got hundreds of patents and contracts with companies and they're fine. Okay. JDog, E-Trade deleted the old MMTLP QSIP number and replaced it with a new Nextbridge QSIP number. Still a value of 0. It looks like synthetic to me. It is. They got fewer physical shares than shares listed in the accounts because they never closed. We know they never closed because we actually have a short seller posted to Reddit and showed like, hey, these are the short shares I still have in my account. I have never closed my position. So we have proof that there are shorts in these accounts. So, and he had stopped, and he's not paying interest on it anymore. Interesting. Not only does short still exist, he's not paying interest on his short position. So it would appear that the hedge funds are not able to actually give everyone their shares that they're allotted because there's more people expecting shares than there are shares that can be allotted. Yeah. So, Vizio guy at Port Townsend was actually born in Port Angeles. The Seattle connections you guys are gonna make me feel like that I am just putting my thumb on the scale for Washingtonians, Vizio guy. Trust me, that's not what I was trying to do. I did the random number generator. Blame them. Blame what was it, like school random number picture thing? What is it? Randomnamepicker.org. Blame them. They've got a definite heavy Washington bias going on. Okay. You know what? Speaking of which, the calendar was so successful. I think I like that. I think I want to have something I can give away every Charity Tuesday. Something unique. Maybe I'll like make a T-shirt or something for this Charity Tuesday. But then, like, you know, it would fit everybody. That's the thing. We'll just make it a large, and that would, I don't know, tight medium. It'll work for everyone. I'll think of something. I'm just pondering now off the top of my head. It's true. That's what's happening. I know it. You know it. Baldo knows it. Justin Stewart, Nextbridge gotta get this handled or else company never sells. They don't know who the shareholders are. This is going to be an escrow issue upon sale. I don't know if it'll be an escrow issue upon sale because they can sell, and whoever generated the short shares will have to cover that sale price. So there is a way that they pay out, and it will be probably lower than what they have to pay out if they want to close positions in an unknown like this. Right now, they've got like $20 million to do 5 more wells for the next year. So they can sit and wait. I mean, I would prefer to get paid one way or the other, but they can afford to sit and wait for at least another year, which means the shorts languish in this unknown land, uncharted territory of tens of thousands of shareholders in a private company, which, I mean, I will ask this. Has anyone ever found an example of a company going private without a set sale price? I cannot. I've done lots of searches. I can't find that at all. Where all the shareholders go private with the company. Every single time the company goes private, it's because there's a buyout offer that gets accepted. All the shares that exist get turned into that cash, and then the company's private. I just don't know. I've never seen it happen before, so it seems to me that in general this is unprecedented. That this is a new situation, taking a whole bunch of shares that belong to a whole bunch of people and just going, you know what? We're not trading anymore. It's a private company. I've not seen that. So if you guys have examples of that, by all means, send them my way. Just never seen it. KYP, should we register our shares at AST? Fidelity is a piece of work, and yes, that's what they told me, $100. I am waiting until I hear from the judge in Florida. He's going to have to say something before the 20th, which is a weird date that certain brokers are like, well, you have to register by the 20th or else it ain't going to happen. The paper shares, there's not the expiration date on those paper shares. All of a sudden, like, oh, they just vanish into thin air after the 20th. Sorry. That's not how it works. They should be able to register for you at any time. So I'm going to wait because I want the ability to sell my fake ass shares for a boatload of money if the judge rules in our favor. And it's going to be easier to do that through a brokerage than it will be through a registered agent. So I'm going to wait. I'm just going to sit and I'm going to wait. If it looks like it might not break our way anytime soon, or the judge rules against us, yeah, I'll do the registration thing and see what kind of squirrely things happen after that. I'm in Fidelity, so it's going to cost me $100. Thank God I'm on TD where they're going to charge $500 per share to do it. That seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Quantum, after 120, the paper certs will vanish in a mysterious warehouse fire. I wouldn't put it past him. Sorry, our arson guy is scheduled for the 20th at 3 p.m. It's going to have to go then. Fee runs with AMC. I left a message with the chairman of Division Enforcement at the SEC. No callback yet. Keep calling. Also, file official complaints with the SEC. Go to their site and file official complaint. Andrew Stewart, Fidelity told me they have paper shares in their possession, and for $100 they will send you certificates. AST says they are full. Someone is lying. I know that the brokers did get distributed. There was a list from the DTC about who and how many shares they distributed. And they said AST wasn't full, which is weird because the brokers were like, can't get you in there. It's not going to happen. Regardless, this is not how it's supposed to run at all. This is a mess. And the fact that it is a mess is proof of shenanigans. If it had just gone super smoothly because they closed out all their short positions, whiz pop bang, been done. But because it's not whiz pop bang, because we are now closing in on a month, next week will be a month since Nextbridge issued those shares, and we have nothing but confusion still. In this day and age, man, there should not be this kind of confusion. There just shouldn't. It should just be, we sent the shares went into a folder with your name on it, done. That's all it should be. Done, son. But instead, it's runaround time. And nobody knows what the other is doing. You're getting different things for different brokerages, all claiming all this different stuff. Oh, you got your shares. But really, you didn't get your shares? Well, you got them. Wink, wink, wink. I'd like to register them. Oh, yeah. So that's one says you should be able to register, like, no cost. But it's going to cost you. Also, we're going to charge you for the QSIP change that we've done 3 times. It's just a mess. It's just a messy, messy, messy mess. And it's all fodder for the court to look at and go, that's a mess. Let's clear this up by closing all these short positions. That's the best solution. Is if you don't want this to be a mess anymore, close the short positions. Done. That's all you have to do. So close them. How are you going to close them? By paying us a boatload of money. You got to close them, and the only way to close them is to pay us. So you're going to pay us, and you're going to close all those positions, and it's going to be out. So pony up the dough, baby. That's all you got to do. Juan Ramirez, Houston, 2,000 per share of MMTLP. Sure. If they open up trading, I'm asking for more than that. I'll start at 10. I'll sell one at 10, see where it goes. If it triggers, then I'll sell one at like 11, and then one at 12, and then one at 13, and I'm just going to work my way up until, I don't know, they stop buying them or something. I'm going to start pretty high for my shares, see if that is enough to get on by.